time on Thursday, and then I didn't see it go up on it. What's really cool now is he kind of like
morning and welcome to PNC Field. My name is Katie Beekman. I'm the general manager of the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and of this beautiful facility. Having grown up in NEPA and having attended baseball games here as a kid, it's humbling to stand before all of you today showcasing our amazing facility. On behalf of the Rail Riders, a proud member club of Diamond Baseball Holdings and AAA affiliate of the New York Yankees, we are honored to host Governor Shapiro and would like to acknowledge PA State Representative Jim Haddock, Lackawanna County Commissioners Bill Gaughan, Mac McGloin, and Chris Chermak, Pike County Commissioner Krista Caceres, Scranton Mayor Paige Cognetti, Music Mayor Robert Benny, and the Lackawanna Multipurpose Stadium Authority, and all of you today to kick off a program that promotes travel and tourism across the Commonwealth. Baseball is America's pastime, and for 75 nights each spring and summer, we watch athletes' dreams come true while creating experiences and memories for families and baseball fans near and far. Support and promotion of our venue by both local and statewide visitors programs attract new faces to PNC Field and offer us the opportunity to showcase a first-class facility that hosts not only minor league baseball, but community events, a roster of high school and collegiate games, as well as national touring artists and performers. Thanks to Governor Shapiro's significant investment in Pennsylvania's tourism industry, venues like ours continue to thrive and create jobs within our local communities. We are so proud to call Lackawanna County our home, and we would not be more thrilled to welcome all of you today. Thank you.
Your getaway starts in the place where it all began, Pennsylvania. The first steps for a new nation, the first theater, the first World Series, the first roller coaster, and 1,000 experiences that'll have you coming back for seconds. This is where America's classic pastimes were born, and they're just down the road. See the Big Bell right beside bigger battlefields. Go around the next bend and you'll find world-class cuisine and world-famous sandwiches. Great lakes, great trails, and grand canyons. Small towns with big reputations and whitewater right next to calming waters. This is a place where iconic meets innovative and classic takes on new meaning, creating memories around every turn, corner, bend in the river, and rise in the road. Come visit Pennsylvania, the great American getaway.
Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro.
How great was that video, huh? It's the Great American Getaway. Let me say thank you to Katie for welcoming us here to the home of the Rail Riders, right here in Music in Lackawanna County. And I want to thank Abby Jacobson, a Pennsylvania native and one of the stars of Broad City, for lending her voice to our new campaign. And let me say a special thanks to my partner, the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, who's with us today, Austin Davis. Austin's here with a whole host of elected officials, Republican and Democrat. There's no partisanship when it comes to selling the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And listen, I wanted to be here today, here in northeastern Pennsylvania, here at PNC Field, here in Lackawanna County, because I wanted this to be the place where we launched our new brand, where we rolled out our tourism launch for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to see, because I understand there are some incredible destinations and some great experiences you can have right here in Northeast Pennsylvania. Are you psyched to be here at NEPA? Look, I wanted to be here because this region demonstrates the opportunity that we have when it comes to tourism and when it comes to economic development. But to fully take advantage of that opportunity, well, look, we need a tourism brand that is exciting, that sells, and it sells what is so great about Pennsylvania. And I want you to know that you have an administration that is ready to go out and promote the heck out of this Commonwealth. Look, one of the best parts about being your governor is getting to travel all across Pennsylvania, meeting people where they are, meeting the folks that call Pennsylvania home. And along the way, I get to visit some incredible shops and bars and restaurants that line our wonderful main streets. I've got the opportunity to take in some of the incredible sights and the natural beauty of our Commonwealth. From the Lehigh Gorge in Luzerne County and Carbon counties to Presque Isle and Erie to Kinzua Bridge State Park up in McKean County. Pennsylvania has so much to offer, from the Rail Riders games to award-winning restaurants to incredible hikes through our state parks, which, by the way, are free in Pennsylvania, to some of the most important, well, let me scratch it, to the most important historic sites in the United States of America. Sites that talk about and tell the story of our shared history. Here in Pennsylvania, let me tell you something. We have got it all. And you know what else? We're pretty easy to get to. Right here in Moosic, consider this, we're just 2.5 hours from New York City and Philly, only 4 hours from Washington, D.C., and less than 3.5 hours from Hartford, Connecticut. But it's not just them. We are, consider this, 72 million people in America live within a 4-hour drive of Pennsylvania. That's 72 million people who can come and catch a Rail Riders game on this beautiful field. 72 million people who can go see Pennsylvania's Grand Canyon and experience the best stargazing on the East Coast, they tell me. I think the best stargazing in the world in Tioga County. 72 million people who can go zip lining at Camelback Mountain or whitewater rafting on the Ohio Pile or hiking through the Allegheny National Forest. 72 million people who can visit the birthplace of our nation and the site of the most pivotal battle in the Civil War. And then they can go relax with a beer from one of the incredible 530 craft breweries across Pennsylvania, all in one weekend getaway. It's easy to get to Pennsylvania. And then once you're here, and I say this not just as your governor, but as a father of four, you'll find there is something for every member of your family. And that is why Pennsylvania is the great American getaway. That's right. I want you to know the Shapiro Davis administration is making tourism a top priority for the first time in more than a decade. In fact, we have literally made it a central part of our economic development strategy, our roadmap that's going to drive opportunity and prosperity in our Commonwealth for generations to come. As Secretary Rick Seiger and his team at the Department of Community and Economic Development know, tourism is big business in Pennsylvania. Think about it. Tourism contributes $77 billion, that's with a B, $77 billion to Pennsylvania's economy every year. Tourism supports jobs and communities all across Pennsylvania. Nearly 500,000 of our fellow Pennsylvanians work in jobs related to tourism. From the great Pocono Raceway to our amazing bars along the side of trails across Pennsylvania. Here in Lackawanna County alone, tourism supports 5,000 jobs. And in 2022, visitors spent almost $800 million here in Pennsylvania on tourism. And it's important to note that that number is higher than the total amount spent the year before COVID. Listen, I am competitive as hell. Those numbers are impressive, but I want to do better. I think we can reach $1 billion. I think we can add tens of thousands of more jobs in tourism. And we have to do it, and we've got to invest, and we've got to make sure that tourism is at the front of people's minds when they think about how to grow the economy here in Pennsylvania. Look, I know folks are taking note of Pennsylvania, and now we need to invest in order to support the tourism industry if we're really going to take off. Supporting our tourism industry doesn't just help the restaurants, amusement parks, and shops. It also boosts our entire economy. It strengthens the lives and livelihoods of our fellow Pennsylvanians. Look, I've seen this firsthand. The LG has seen this firsthand as we've traveled across Pennsylvania. When I was in Whitehaven, where DCNR, the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, built a new trailhead at Lehigh Gorge State Park, and then they linked it to Main Street so hikers, bikers, and rafters could go in town and get a sandwich or something from a local store along their way. They connected the dots between outdoor recreation and our main streets. This is parks powering main streets, an important part of our tourism economy. I've seen it up in Kane and McKean County, where folks are literally distilling sunflower seeds to make spirits while telling the story of the great Pennsylvania wilds and the abundant natural resources there. Investing in tourism, it boosts the entire community and our entire economy. But for too long, Pennsylvania, let's face it, we have lagged behind other states. Some of our top competitors in the tourism space, New York and Michigan and Illinois, they actually all invest more state dollars in tourism than Pennsylvania has historically. I know so many of you know that. That's why you've been calling on the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to invest in tourism for years. Well, I want you to know, I heard you, and we are changing that. That's why the budget that I proposed a few months ago that lawmakers are now considering calls for a 60% boost in tourism and business marketing for all across Pennsylvania. That is a meaningful investment. That investment is going to help make sure that those 72 million people who live within a 4-hour drive know about everything Pennsylvania has to offer. They're going to see that video in their home states. It's going to help us grow small businesses, support our communities, and create opportunity for more Pennsylvanians. Now listen, this isn't just talk. I'm walking the walk when it comes to promoting tourism. Over the next week, I'm going to be traveling across Pennsylvania in that RV. At times, I'm going to be traveling with my partner, our Lieutenant Governor, Austin Davis. And at times, I'm going to be traveling with the First Lady and our 4 kids. That's right. You're going to learn about family dynamics in the Shapiro family when we all board that RV. We are planning, get this, 50 stops in 14 counties over the course of this next week. And it's all starting right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. That's right. We want to show the rest of the world that Pennsylvania is indeed the great American getaway. And I look forward to working with all of you, our partners in tourism, our partners in economic opportunity, to build this Commonwealth's tourism industry, to put our best foot forward. Now, during our 250th anniversary and well beyond, we are poised to do great things in Pennsylvania, and investing in tourism is going to help us accomplish a great deal of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be more proud to be your governor, and I could not be more proud to note that Pennsylvania is the great American getaway. Thank you all very, very much.
Well, good morning, everyone. Governor Shapiro, Lieutenant Governor Davis, Secretary Siger, esteemed legislators, dignitaries, and fellow Pennsylvanians. It is with great enthusiasm that I address you today on behalf of Pennsylvania's tourism and hospitality community. Our industry includes over 2,000 hotels, bed and breakfast, and lodging facilities in Pennsylvania, 26,000 restaurants, 50 destination marketing organizations, countless museums, attractions, and outdoor venues, and the industry supports over 800,000 direct and indirect jobs in Pennsylvania. As the governor is well aware, the combined leisure, hospitality, travel, and tourism sector is pivotal in providing spaces for celebration and enjoyment throughout the state. These establishments offer diverse experiences for people to celebrate special moments and forge lasting memories. From restaurants and bars, hotels, bed and breakfasts and inns, entertainment facilities, and recreation venues, this industry is at the heart of our vision for Pennsylvania. A place to raise a family, build a business, and welcome visitors who can both provide resources to us to succeed and may one day choose to join us as fellow Pennsylvanians. You see, tourism is not just about a vacation or a weekend getaway. It's about providing an increased quality of life, strengthening our economy, and competing on the national stage. It encompasses not only seasonal jobs, but also lifelong careers. It serves as a gateway to our nation's history, our natural wonders, and the rich tapestry of cultures, cuisines, and artisanal beverages that define Pennsylvania's essence. Moreover, it is a tool for leveraging all Pennsylvania assets for the betterment of its communities. In 2022 alone, this $77 billion industry contributed nearly $10 billion in government revenue, with almost half that sum in state and local taxes. Each household in Pennsylvania would need to pay an additional $880 in taxes to replace the revenue generated by the tourism industry. It is worth noting, however, that despite these impressive figures, an independent study by Oxford's Tourism Economics concluded Pennsylvania was falling behind 34 other states in tourism promotion efforts. Over $15 billion in visitor spending and tax revenue were left on the table due to inadequate state marketing investment. The report ultimately concluded that even though Pennsylvania's tourism economy has grown over time, it has not realized its full potential. The increase in tourism marketing funds, championed by the Governor Shapiro, and appropriated by the General Assembly, offers the opportunity to correct course. According to the same study, every additional dollar invested in tourism marketing is projected to yield another $65 in visitor spending and $4.47 in increased state and local taxes. Now that's an impressive ROI. With this new initiative, we will be able to put the name and images of our beautiful Commonwealth in front of every prospective visitor across the nation. Once a visitor is attracted to Pennsylvania, the nearly 50 professional regional destination marketing organizations, along with local tourism businesses around the Commonwealth, can incorporate the statewide messaging as they educate the public on all there is to explore in their special part of Pennsylvania. Governor Shapiro, on behalf of the Commonwealth's tourism, leisure, and hospitality industry, we extend our gratitude to you and all government officials here with us today for your leadership and commitment to fostering a stronger, more competitive Pennsylvania economy. Your confidence and commitment to tourism and hospitality are inspiring, and we look forward to continuing to collaborate with you in this shared endeavor. Thank you.
And now, coming up to the stage, please welcome Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis.
Well, today is a great day in northeastern Pennsylvania. It is so great to be here in Lackawanna County. The governor said it right. You know, in Harrisburg, promoting Pennsylvania isn't a partisan issue. And I'm so grateful that we have partners on the other side of the aisle. And I really want to recognize my colleague in the Pennsylvania State Senate, Senator Rosemary Brown, for all of her efforts to help us get this through in the next few months. Thank you, Senator, for being here. In Pennsylvania, we are blessed with tremendous natural resources. And we have a phenomenal leader in our cabinet who's making sure that our state parks are, bar none, the best parks in the country. Secretary Cindy Dunn, thank you for joining us, Secretary. You know, I've lived my entire life in Pennsylvania. I grew up here, I went to college here, and I'm raising a family here. I spent my summers as a kid in Western Pennsylvania going to the legendary Kennywood Amusement Park, 10 minutes from my neighborhood. My wife and I, the second lady, met at one of our Commonwealth's true cultural treasures, the August Wilson Center in downtown Pittsburgh. During the pandemic, we were able to explore and create a new interest for our family in our state parks, particularly at Presque Isle and Ohio Powell. We as Pennsylvanians are blessed, and sometimes we forget about the wealth of attractions and things to do right outside our front doors. Those attractions generate over $76 billion a year to our state's economy while supporting more than 486,000 jobs across the Commonwealth, making tourism one of the largest and most important industries here in Pennsylvania. An industry that we should talk more about, and often we should celebrate more. So that's why I'm excited to be here today in Lackawanna County to join Governor Shapiro as we celebrate what Pennsylvania has to offer to the world, not just as an economic engine, but also as a place to create special memories for your families and mine. Let's get to work, everybody.
Coming up next to the stage, please welcome the Secretary of Community and Economic Development, Rick Sider.
Wow, good morning, everyone. What a day for Pennsylvania. I am thrilled to be joining you all at PNC Field here in Moosic this morning to help launch Pennsylvania, the Great American Getaway. And I know many folks have been acknowledged here, but let me just take a minute to acknowledge this group of folks. You all are the stalwarts of our tourism and economic development industry. Your hard work day in and day out is appreciated and truly inspiring. By the way, not just from Northeast Pennsylvania, but I saw folks in this crowd from all across the Commonwealth, so thanks for being here. Economic development and tourism are team sports, and I'm very proud to have the honor to work alongside you each and every day. As you know, the Pennsylvania Tourism Office is a part of the agency I have the great honor to lead, the Department of Community and Economic Development. And when our team took a look at this rebrand, we took a long look at the Pennsylvania of today, at the traveler of today, and at the travel industry of today. We went deep in the data with surveys, with focus groups, with research to develop a brand that reflects the modern world and the customer segments that hold the most potential for Pennsylvania. An ambitious brand that matches the ambitions of the modern traveler. A brand that encourages everyone, no matter their age or ability, to explore every nook and cranny of the Commonwealth. We did this work, and we do it every day, because Governor Shapiro and Lieutenant Governor Davis understand, as you've just heard, the incredible importance of the travel and tourism industry on our economy. This is a $76 billion industry. It has a huge impact across the state. As you also heard, it supports almost 487,000 jobs. There are more than 192 million people who visit Pennsylvania each year, which generates almost $5 billion in state taxes that allow us to reinvest in our communities. As a result of these numbers, our 10-year economic development plan and strategy focuses and renews our focus on travel and tourism to strengthen regional economies, to create and enhance quality of life for Pennsylvania residents. And the governor is calling to drive this strategy forward for an $18 million increase for tourism and business marketing efforts in this year's budget proposal, investments that we believe are vital to our success. The launch of Pennsylvania, the Great American Getaway, will help us boost tourism attraction in the Commonwealth. This campaign is an open invitation to the nearly 72 million people who live within a 4-hour drive of Pennsylvania to come visit us. Come experience thousands of getaways that can be enjoyed over a day or two or a long weekend or even more. I'm very excited for the coming days and weeks as we roll out this exciting new campaign, and we look forward to seeing you all across Pennsylvania. Thank you so much again for your support.
Next up to the stage, please welcome the Executive Director of the Lackawanna County Convention Convention and Visitors Bureau, Kurt Maloney.
It is a fantastic day in Lackawanna County. It's a great day in Northeast Pennsylvania, and it's a great day across this Commonwealth as we are here in the site and welcoming Governor Shapiro, Lieutenant Governor Davis, and Secretary Siger, along with all of the other dignitaries, both from Lackawanna County, Scranton, and across the Commonwealth. I congratulate them on this great branding and wonderful messaging that will launch today and certainly bring tourism economic impact to not only Lackawanna County and Northeast Pennsylvania, but across the Commonwealth. But what the people that work day in and day out in my industry understand is that great messaging and branding only takes you so far. Without the investment behind it, the best messaging in the world doesn't get to the people that it needs to. So we are very excited and thankful to the Shapiro-Davis administration for the investment that they're putting in to tourism and hospitality to guarantee that this messaging gets out to more people and we can bring more and more visitors to not only Lackawanna County and Northeast Pennsylvania, but across the Commonwealth. For the people that in my industry, we thank you because, and it's ironic that today's setting is a baseball stadium, this investment in money is going to put the people that work hard every day to bring people to the Commonwealth back in the game. As we have seen cuts to our tourism dollars in this Commonwealth, New York has spent $2 for every dollar we've cut. And they weren't just buying I Heart New York t-shirts, they were investing in the exact types of tourism that Pennsylvania has called its own since the beginning of time. We are back in the game and can start telling people what an amazing place Pennsylvania is to visit and to live, because let's not forget, what we call tourism in my industry, my friends at the Greater Scranton Chamber of Commerce and folks at chambers across the Commonwealth call it quality of life, not only for our residents, but for the businesses and the workforce they're trying to attract to the Commonwealth as well. So again, thank you so much for your investment in tourism and hospitality, for seeing the great work that my amazing team and teams like mine across the Commonwealth do on a daily basis, and for coming here to make this great announcement. We look forward to working with you, and enjoy your trip. Thank you.
Join us at PNC Field. At this time, we invite you to join us for a reception featuring many iconic Pennsylvania restaurants. Please follow the ushers up to the Geisinger Champions Club